Well, hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Kovac Enterprises. As you can see in front of you, we've gone a little bit farther on the Ford Interceptor police car that we have for the cancer awareness build that's being hosted by Kenny May. Last time we looked at the actual body, I had it sprayed with the Folk Art Silver Sterling Metallic. Now we went ahead and airbrushed on some of the white Craft Smart gloss acrylic paint. That's what we have right here in front of you. And like I said, we just mixed it up a little bit with the windshield wiper fluid, and we just went ahead and sprayed light coats on the vehicle itself, and I probably went through about maybe 3 or 4 passes around the entire car until I kind of did the last one as a kind of a wet coat and let it dry and sit overnight. And this is basically the result of airbrushing on the gloss white paint. So I'll kind of do the little turnaround, kind of show you what it looks like from all sides here. So, and I think it turned out really well. Let's do a quick little spin here. So after that was done and the paint dried and everything, I went ahead and put my first coat of Future on it. Basically brushed that on for a little bit better control. Basically that's how I've been doing it. And once that was, the Future was dry on the vehicle, sealing in the paint, I went ahead and applied, actually, we'll take a quick little, bring it up a little closer right here. This is actually some Tamiya clear, and we got some Tamiya clear orange that we used for these lights on the side of the vehicle. We did the same thing on the other side, and as well as the front. I just apply a little of the Tamiya clear orange for the front lights on the lower part of the front bumper. So that was done there. And then of course we went ahead and glued on the front grille with the headlights on, as well as the rear bumper, after we went ahead and applied the 2 red molded lights that they gave you for the rear lights. And what I basically used for that is this glue and glaze, and it really does a nice job, and of course it when it cures and dries, it comes out nice and clear, so you don't see the glue behind it. And I also applied, a little bit of some of the, and dry brushed some of the Silver Sterling Metallic, so we can get the Galaxy 500 kind of showing through there. Once that was done, we went ahead and installed the windshield and rear window. It's all one piece. Same thing, we just went ahead and applied that glue and glaze to it, and actually taped it down. Let it sit overnight and let it cure. Came back the next day, and then we went ahead and installed the interior bucket. Now the one thing that I changed was, if I'll post up a picture of a before, and where the rifle or shotgun was actually sitting in an upright position up against the dashboard, with a clamp holding onto it. When I tried installing the interior bucket, you basically, with the top of the barrel of the shotgun was hitting the front windshield, and so the interior bucket wasn't sitting where it was supposed to. So I went ahead and took the shotgun off and placed it in the passenger side of the car, and just kind of glued it down there. The other thing that I did was, when it came time to glue the rear view mirror, since there was no placement for it, to install it. I went ahead and took actually a needle. Let me see if I can bring that up there. I actually just took a sewing kind of a needle, and I lit it up with a Bic lighter, and I actually melted a small hole right in the center, so that I could have an easy placement for the rear view mirror, and then I just basically glued that down with some of the glue and glaze again. Let that sit for a while. So that was one little modification I did there. And say once that was done, we just went ahead and attached the body to the chassis, and of course we have the 4 screws. Got 2 in the rear, and we got 2 in the front. We just lined up the holes and then screwed it in with a Phillips screwdriver, and that part was pretty much easy peasy. So like I said, this is where we're at this point. Stand by. I will go ahead and show you and demonstrate how I apply the future to the body of the car, because I basically apply the future twice. So it's already got one coat on it, but we're going to go ahead and hand brush on another coat of future so that the decals will sit properly, and so like I said, stand by, and I will show you how I go about doing that. Alright, see you soon. Well, here we are with the Ford Interceptor police car almost finished. It does already have a previous coat of future on the vehicle, but at this time I want to go ahead and apply a second coat using a brush, and we'll just go ahead and brush it on. So let's go ahead and get started on that. I poured a little bit of some future in a little medicine cup. It's not going to take much, so I only got filled up about a quarter to halfway, and I won't use it all of it. So basically I just go ahead and take like a number 3 or number 5 brush. This one here is going to be a number 3 brush, and it's a red sable brush. You can use any brush basically to brush onto your vehicle when you're applying the future. I'm going to go ahead and start on the sides, probably the trunk area. We'll go to the other side, we'll do the hood, and then I'll set the car down and we'll apply the future on the roof, and then we should be done. We'll let that dry. So here we go. So basically all I'm doing is just basically dipping the brush in there, get it nice and wet, like so, and just go ahead and pick up the vehicle here, and we'll go ahead and run it across. I just kind of like do one straight pass across, like so. And I'll keep the brush as wet as possible so there's not any dry spots. And we'll just keep going like so. And I'll just keep dipping every once in a while. And like I said, I'm just trying to do like left to right. And I don't want to go, I'm trying not to go backwards, because if I go backwards, I might have a little damage to the paint and it might stick on me. Alright. Okay, so that's one side there. We'll turn this around and we'll do the trunk. And try to get the light in as much as possible here. Alright. See, nice easy strokes. And I can do like a little crisscross. I think what I'll do is I'll just go from the rear window back to the tailgate, or rear bumper. And we'll just follow along. There you go. Okay, now we'll go to the other side, like so. And we'll tell you what, let me raise this up a little bit. Might be a little bit easier. Get this into the picture. Like I said, just nice, easy strokes. Here you go. Okay. And we'll just kind of go across here. Try to get everything that I painted nice and sealed in for the second time. And we'll go ahead and do the inside of the under the hood here. We'll shine these up a little bit. We'll go ahead and do the firewall. Just that, we'll put a second coat on that just to kind of seal everything in. Kind of like what I like to use the brush there, because you have a little bit of control sometimes instead of using the airbrush, and turns out just as well. And the thing is not to go back and once it starts drying, because then you'll start messing it up and it won't look as smooth. So we'll go ahead and start on the roof. There we go. Just a little dab. Nice, easy strokes. The reason why I usually put 2 coats of the future on, only for the purpose of so when it comes time for the decal placement, the decal should go on a little bit easier. And of course, once we put the decals on, we'll probably end up futuring over the decals themselves to seal the decals in, make it look like it's part of the car. So, and then we can go ahead and put a little bit here along our pillars. And yeah. So let's go ahead and set that one off to the side. We'll let that dry for a few hours, and let's bring in our hood. this is our hood right here, and we'll go ahead and do that maybe one more time. Nice, easy strokes front to back. And like I say, it doesn't take much future to apply to the hood, so okay, so there you go. We'll set that one off to the side, let that dry, and as you can see, we still have plenty of future in the medicine cup. So that's basically what I do when I apply future to a lot of my models, especially cars, is I'll go ahead and just use the brush method rather than the airbrush method, because it just happened for me, just happens to have a little bit more control of placing the future. So that's it, and I hope everybody has a good day, and hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, and we will catch you on the hopefully it'll probably be the finale of the Ford Interceptor for the cancer awareness build. So until then, everybody have a good day, and we will catch you on the next video. Bye.